Shyla Raghav. I'm the Vice President of Climate Change at Conservation International.
Okay. What is Conservation International's role at the COP25?
So Conservation International is a nonprofit. We're a civil society organization based in Arlington, Virginia, and we have about 30 people here because we think this COP is incredibly important in terms of really accelerating action on climate change. We've seen a number of commitments. We've been to so many negotiations, and now's really the time for countries, non-state actors to come together with meaningful progress, showing progress towards their climate commitments. And in particular, what we're really focused on is drawing attention to the fact that we can't solve climate change without nature. Nature and nature-based solutions offer a third or more of the climate solution. And we've really seen a significant increase in the conversation, the number of events, and the amount of understanding that there is about the importance of nature. And so we really hope to see that be reflected in the political process at this COP.
Mm-hmm. What kind of regulation are you expecting to reach at the COP25 regarding nature-based solutions?
I think in particular, all eyes are on Article 6 for this COP, in particular to see that there's meaningful trading rules that can govern and can incentivize and encourage cooperation between countries, in particular to accelerate investments in forests, in REDD+, and in the mechanisms that we know work to actually bring financing to the protection and restoration of nature.
And well, you said this is a very important COP, but then the next one, next year, 2020, is going to be even more important. Why is that?
Yeah, everyone's really looking at 2020 to be the super year because it's the convergence of the negotiations on biodiversity, on sustainable development, and on climate change. It's also the year that the Paris Agreement enters into force. And so really this is going to be the culmination point of all of these political processes, but also the science tells us that emissions need to peak in 2020. And that means they need to rapidly start declining next year. And so the COP next year is really going to be that moment to take stock of where we are and to make sure that the Paris Agreement itself is being implemented to its fullest potential.
Mm-hmm. Is CI preparing for the next COP somehow?
Yeah, we're definitely preparing for the next COP. I think we'd like to see that in many ways, 2019 was a preparatory year between the Secretary General's Climate Action Summit and this COP. It's really getting all of the groundwork, the foundation in place, getting a lot of the commitments and getting the non-state actors organized. 2020 is going to be the time when those actors are really going to be expected to step up and to show progress towards those commitments in lieu of just making a very high-level commitment. So from our perspective, we really would like to see the launch of new initiatives, specific targets around net zero in 2050 in particular, and then incremental and interim targets leading into that aspirational long-term goal.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.